Hey, what's up, guys? How y'all doing today? Well, if your name is Nelly, your lawyer is literally setting things straight. If you guys don't know, listen, the streets were talking. I know I was when Nelly got arrested and had 4 pills, and and he had a warrant for his arrest. And I said, not country grammar. Nelly, what's going on? You about to have a baby with Ashanti, and before y'all tell me. T said, you so stupid. They already had that baby. Ashanti has not talked about it. There has been zero confirmation. No major news outlet is reporting on it. It's just some random rumor that started. Maybe the baby might be here, but I haven't seen anything. And usually whenever celebs baby info is leaked, right? Leaked, they come out immediately and do an official statement to take control of it. So no, I don't believe that Ashanti has had that baby for a week or two. But, who am I? Y'all might be right. Anyway, right? I appreciate y'all telling me respectfully, though. But we'll see. Time will tell, because y'all might be getting an apology from me. But anyway, here's the thing. Nelly is now hitting back and be like, don't be trying to make it seem like I'm some wayward 20-year-old still acting foolishly when I'm about to have a new baby in this world. Yes, I know. The baby's already here. Arguably, we're going to need some proof. But anyway, let me tell you what Nelly's lawyer said. So Nelly was, in fact, arrested, but they're saying that he was targeted, right, with a drug possession charge after a casino outing. Now, here's the one thing. I do believe that casino was harassing him because guess what? He wasn't even in the car. They put handcuffs on him while he was collecting his 50K win. That means casino security was watching him, knew that was Nelly, ran whatever they could, and found something from like 50,000 years ago, which was driving without insurance, which I knew something was up with that. Because if you watch the old video, I said, Nelly got too much money and too many cars not to have insurance. This must be an old charge. They said when Nelly was arrested after an outing in Missouri, it led to an allegedly illicit discovery. The hip hop singer, born Cornell Eral Haynes Jr., Cornell, but then again, Cornell West, was arrested in his hometown of St. Louis early Wednesday morning, according to an online arrest report from Missouri State Highway Patrol. Now, I said this once and I said this twice. Nelly, I believe he's a very involved dad. I find it hard to believe that if you had a pregnant wife, that you would be out gambling. And even if y'all believe those stories about her having the baby a week or two, last week or the week before, you got a newborn baby. What are you doing at the casino? Anyway, now, which makes me think this is before the baby's born, how he's trying to get it out of his system. Nelly was charged with possession of a controlled substance after 4 pills were found in his person. The Hot and Hair singer's arrest stems from his visit to Hollywood Casino St. Louis, an MSHP spokesperson told USA Today. When Nelly's information was reviewed by an officer at the establishment, it was revealed Nelly had an outstanding traffic warrant. Now, that's some hating ass mess. You see this man minding his business on the ones and twos. You literally ran stuff and you found out that he had an outstanding traffic warrant from 20 years ago. They really, really tried it. And I feel like they just wanted to embarrass that man. The subsequent search by authorities revealed that he had E in his possession. Now, I stand by that. Boy, you too old to be having E in your possession. What are you doing? Because come on, it can get real. We saw Michael Jordan's son literally making it look like Michael Jordan's a horrible effing dad when he was at breakfast with pastry in France, with pastries and a fresh fruit platter by him, and literally doing Coca-Cola at the table and then following it out with a blunt. Ninja, it is not even 9:34 a.m. What is you doing? I literally saw generational pain. I never put much thought into Michael Jordan as a father. And when I saw that, him literally indulging in love with the cocoa at not even 9:34 a.m. European Standard Time with a fresh fruit platter and some pastries while his friend is on the phone trying to act like he don't see. I said, oh, that's a generational curse. I literally heard Kendrick Lamar's Meet the Grams, but I was like, Michael Jordan, you a horrible effing father. That should never say more life. Anyway, right? The arrest comes amid a period of personal bliss for the singer. He married his on-again, off-again, and fellow R&B star Ashanti. The couple is expecting their first child together. And again, that was some nasty hate and work, because you can't tell me that man was just looking for something. He didn't even do anything wrong. You just saw the international superstar Nelly at the casino winning, and you decided to go do some digging if you could do something. He was handcuffed as he was collecting his wins. Now, Nelly is saying he was targeted by the casino officer. In a statement to USA Today, Nelly's attorney, Scott Rosenbaum, alleged that Nelly was targeted by an overzealous, out-of-line officer after winning several jackpots in Hollywood casino. He said instead of just supervising the transfer of Nelly's winnings, which he was supposed to do, the officer felt compelled to needlessly run a check for warrants. The officer informed Nelly a background check was mandated when a player won a certain amount. Nelly knew this to be untrue, as he had won several jackpots for similar or greater amounts. Now, Nelly, we with you, and this is a side tangent, but you got too many kids. I don't even know if Nelly has any kids. I think he takes care of his niece and nephew. But you got Ashanti, you got the baby, you got her family, because you know Nelly, he is a good St. Louis boy. He gonna look after Ashanti and her family. Those Midwest boys, don't sleep on them. They'll look after you and your family. They might sound like demons in the middle of the night when their tempers flare, but they'll look after you and your family. But in any case, step away from the gambling tables. You got too much money and too much time to be gambling. Just too much. Nelly's lawyer said the officer's search of Nelly following the discovery of his warrant was conducted without probable cause, adding the officer handcuffed him behind his back and paraded him through the casino in front of other patrons. He said, I'm 100% confident. Does anybody have fit? No, I don't want to see video of that. That's not funny. I'm 100% confident this case will go nowhere, and we will be asking for an inquiry into the officer's conduct. I hope so. They've reached out to the Missouri State Highway Patrol for additional information, and they did not get back. So here's the thing. A few questions, because I believe Nelly's version of events, because the other version, you were like driving dirty without insurance. That didn't make sense. It had to be an old warrant. It was for a traffic stop. I guess Missouri is like New York. You can get arrested for traffic vehicle violations. And you can even get warrants. Okay. Also, what do we know? Like the baby, I don't believe the baby's here. And don't tell me it is. If you point to any TikTok video or YouTube video where it's a faceless channel with somebody saying that, shut up. That don't count. I'm gonna need a real human being to actually say that out their mouth. All right. But all jokes aside, so now the question turns into, did the officer have probable cause? It sounds like you ran a check when you had no need to. You didn't have probable cause. You didn't know that he had 4 E-pills on him. Nelly. You didn't know he had 4 E-pills on him before you ran that thing. You were only looking to harass. But that said, you did have 4 E-pills on you. Listen, I hope Nelly's lawyer fights this and gets out of it, because Ashanti needs him. The baby needs him. I know he ain't going to go to jail, but still, like, man, that's sad. Even when you that's sad. But I will say also, maybe this is a wake-up call. Nelly, okay, and gambling's legal. Can't say anything about that. If you want to gamble, go ahead. I still think you got too much money and time. I mean, you can go give that money to charity, right? You can burn it on the street, probably have more fun. But the one thing is, those 4 E-pills, I don't know why he had in his pocket. I hope they're not for him. I hope all this stuff. But at the end of the day, you got too much on the line to be dabbling with that mess. And maybe it is a wake-up call to make sure you never have E-pills on your body again. Anyway, and I don't mean to pass it to your handler or your little lackeys. No, I mean like maybe this is a wake-up call. Anyway, you guys, let me know what you think in the comments. I will talk to y'all later. Bye.